Have you ever wondered why, despite working hard, obeying your parents, and studying diligently, are you still stuck in poverty? The shocking truth: most of us aren't poor because we're lazy, but because we've been deceived by school, society, and the safe advice from our own loved ones. These lies silently trap you in a vicious cycle, living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt, while only a tiny minority builds empires of wealth. If everyone followed society's rules about money, why isn't everyone rich? In this video, I'm going to expose the 9 biggest lies that are secretly holding you back from degrees and stable jobs, to how you view debt and investing. Don't just watch, get ready to flip your financial script. Lie 1. Study hard, get a degree, you'll be rich. From childhood you were taught, study hard, get a college degree, land a good job, and money will follow. But that's the first lie. Today, degrees are as common as street vendors, no longer a golden ticket to wealth. The harsh reality: graduates leave school with an average of $40,000 in student debt, low starting salaries, and many desperately chasing quick money schemes, only to fail. Look at the richest people: Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. They dropped out or never needed college. Why? Schools train you to be a great employee, to follow rules, but they don't teach finance, taxes, investing, or passive income. A degree is like a $3,000 treadmill, expensive, but if you don't know how to use it, it's just scrap metal. So don't treat school as the destination. Use it as a tool. Learn money-making skills outside class: sales, coding, copywriting, real estate, or investing. Your income depends on the value you provide, not the diploma on your wall. Start today to build a real future. LIE 2. A stable job. Security. A stable job. Work 40 years and you'll have financial security and a comfortable retirement. But that's the second lie. In reality, stability is an illusion. Companies cut staff without warning, and AI is replacing millions of jobs faster than you think. One day you could wake up to find your secure job gone. The rich don't bet their future on one paycheck. They build multiple income streams: stock, side businesses, rental properties, or passive assets like dividends. Imagine relying on one salary is like standing on one leg. One push and you fall. Multiple streams give you balance and backup. For example, a wealthy person might live off their salary, but rent or dividends are what give them freedom. True security isn't one job. It's having choices, quitting without starving, or pursuing passion without financial collapse. Don't treat your job as the end goal. Use it as a launchpad to build a side hustle. Try freelancing, buy a small rental property, or invest in index funds. Lie 3. Debt is always bad. You've always been taught that debt is a monster. Borrowing means stress, chains, and sleepless nights. But the third lie is not all debt is bad. In fact, debt has two sides: bad debt and good debt. Bad debt is borrowing to buy things that lose value or don't generate income, like overspending on credit cards, consumer loans, or a luxury $60,000 car. These just drag you down. Good debt, on the other hand, is a tool to create wealth. For example, borrowing to buy rental property where tenants pay off your loan while the asset appreciates. Author Robert Kiyosaki used good debt to build his real estate empire. He bought properties, rented them out, and let tenants cover principal and interest while he profited from rising value. Think of debt like a hammer. Used right, you build a castle. Used wrong, you smash your thumb. The rich aren't afraid of debt. They know how to leverage it to grow assets. The key is understanding what the debt serves. Before borrowing, ask, will this debt make me richer or poorer in 5-10 years? If it generates cash flow or appreciates like rental, real estate, or business investment, it's good debt. If it's just for showing off or spending, stay away. Learn to distinguish and use debt as leverage to move forward, not to drown you. Lie 4. Save money. You'll be rich. You always thought save every penny, stash it in a savings account, and one day you'll be a millionaire. But in reality, saving doesn't make you rich. It just loses value. Inflation averaging 3 to 4% per year erodes your money's purchasing power faster than the pitiful 0.5% savings interest. Money sitting idle in a bank isn't safe. It's quietly losing value every day. The rich don't let money rot. They invest in assets that outpace inflation: stocks, real estate, or their own businesses. For example, instead of leaving $10,000 in a near-zero interest bank account, they put it in an S&P 500 index fund, averaging 7-10% annual returns. After 20 years, that money doesn't just preserve value, it multiplies many times over. Saving has a role, but only for protection, like an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months of expenses. To get rich, your money must work. Think if money just sits there, it's like a lazy employee who brings in no profit. Build an emergency fund first, but don't stop there. Invest to create financial freedom. Start simple: ETFs, small real estate, or a business idea. Money must generate returns or inflation will swallow it. Lie 5. Don't take risks. Play it safe. Avoid risk. Choose the safe path and life will be fine. But the truth is, playing it safe doesn't protect you. It's the biggest risk. When you stay in your comfort zone, you don't grow, you don't create opportunities, and you're stuck in a mediocre life, vulnerable to shocks like job loss or economic crises. The rich don't gamble blindly. They manage risk intelligently. They research deeply, diversify assets, and start small to learn. Take Warren Buffett. He buys stocks when markets panic, when everyone else is playing it safe, in fear. Result: he built one of the world's largest fortunes. Think of safety like never driving to avoid accidents. Yes, you avoid crashes, but you never get anywhere. Life demands movement. You must take calculated risks to progress. Instead of asking, how do I avoid risk? Ask, how do I manage risk? Start by learning the field red books. Take courses or find a mentor. Test small, like investing a little in an index fund or starting a side project. Diversify to minimize losses. Action, even small, builds confidence and opens doors. Lie. 6. Your house is your biggest asset. You often hear buying a house is the best investment. Renting is throwing money out the window, but this is the sixth lie. Not every house is an asset. By financial definition, an asset puts money in your pocket. Your personal home, conversely, is usually a liability, draining money via mortgage, property taxes, maintenance, and repairs. A $500, $1,000 house can cost thousands per year with zero income. The rich see real estate differently. They turn properties into cash-flowing assets, renting out rooms, running Airbnbs, or buying multifamily units where tenants cover costs. For example, an investor buys an apartment, rents it, and uses rent to pay the mortgage while the property appreciates. That's a real asset. A home has emotional value, but don't confuse it with a profit-generating investment. Many pour everything into their dream home, only to be tied down by maintenance costs, with no capital left for income-producing investments. If you want to own, try house hacking. Buy a home, rent out a room or floor, so others help pay the mortgage. Or invest in cash flow real estate like rental apartments or multifamily homes. Before buying, ask, will this house put money in or take money out? Lie. 7. Wait until you have extra money to invest. When I make more money, when I have spare cash, I'll invest. Waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to miss wealth-building opportunities. Compound interest, the greatest force in finance, needs time to work. Every year you delay, you lose decades of potential growth. Example: investing $100 a month in an S&P 500 index fund at 7% average return can turn into tens of thousands after 30 years. Waiting robs you of this magic. The rich don't wait for extra money. They prioritize investing now, even with small amounts. They cut unnecessary spending like $5 daily coffee to fund stocks, ETFs, or business projects. You don't need to be rich to invest. You invest to get rich. Think of investing like planting a tree. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best is today. Delay one day and you lose the chance for your financial seed to sprout and grow. Advice: don't wait. Start with what you have, even $50 a month into an index fund or a skill-building course. Automate investments to remove spending temptation. Treat investing like a priority bill. Pay it before spending. Small action today leads to financial freedom tomorrow. Don't let the lie of waiting for extra steal your future. Lie. 8. Taxes are uncontrollable. Taxes are like the weather, can't change them, just endure. But taxes aren't something you blindly accept. The rich understand the tax system is a set of rules and they play by them to maximize benefits. While the middle class earns, pays taxes, then spends, the rich earn, spend legally, then pay taxes using deductions. Example: owning a small business lets you deduct expenses like equipment, business travel, or a home office. Real estate investing offers advantages. Depreciation reduces taxable income, while rent still flows in. These tools are 100% legal and encouraged by tax codes to promote job creation and housing. The rich see taxes as an incentive system, not a burden. They hire great accountants or learn themselves to leverage every rule. Meanwhile, many miss out, paying more than necessary due to ignorance. Start seeing the tax code as a strategy playbook. Learn legal tax reduction methods like starting a side business or investing in depreciable assets. If no time, hire a professional CPA for advice. Even saving a few million a year can be reinvested to grow. Don't let the lie of uncontrollable taxes make you pay more than you must. Lie. 9. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness. As if wealth only brings emptiness. But the truth is, money isn't happiness, but it's a powerful tool to reduce stress and unlock a better life. Money buys freedom. Freedom to choose work you love, spend time with family or not. Panic when the car breaks or medical bills hit. In reality, lack of money is the root of stress. Imagine a terrible job you can't quit for fear of starvation, or one serious illness wiping out your savings. Money solves these, bringing peace of mind and space to pursue what truly matters, like passion or helping others. The rich know money is neutral like oxygen. It doesn't make you funnier or kinder, but without it you suffocate in worry. Example: a large enough nest egg lets you quit to start a business or fund a life-changing trip. Money isn't the destination, it's the vehicle to live as you want. Don't treat money as the enemy or sole goal. Use it wisely to build security and opportunity. Plan finances for a freedom fund, invest in meaningful experiences, or support your community. Happiness comes from how you use money, not how much you have. Start managing finances today so money serves your life, not controls it. We just exposed the 9 lies. 9 lies keeping you poor, from degrees and stable jobs to wrong views on debt and money. But knowing isn't enough. You must act to break the cycle and build financial freedom. Start today. Learn a money-making skill, invest, even $50, or find ways to optimize taxes. Every small step brings you closer to the life you dream of. Commit to change. Don't miss the next Golden Rules video. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a financial secret. Join as a channel member for exclusive content to accelerate your wealth journey. See you in the next video. Act now to turn dreams into reality.